Hey everyone, so I recorded a 20-minute video non-scripted with my video camera and the file got corrupted. So I want to try to do this again. I was doing a one-on-one conversation without a computer or anything like that, and I just wanted to talk to you about some messages that I get. I get messages and they ask how they can pursue their goals and what they can do with their time that's valuable and how they can be successful and things of that nature. And what I or any of the other successful people do is we actually set goals for ourselves, sort of like a task list, and we just go one goal after another. And when we do that, we're accomplishing goals on the journey to accomplishing our main dream or the thing that we're really pursuing. But we're growing along the way. And throughout this time, of course, it's going to be hard and you're going to have failures and things of that nature. But you can definitely overcome them if you don't quit in the journey. If you continue to face on your obstacles and just pursue your goals, and you know why you're pursuing your goals, then you have a chance at, getting your dream. Anything you want, you could think of that you want, you can get. If you're just consistent, it's going to take hard work. It's going to take minor sacrifices. Like, you might have to sacrifice the Netflix and do some reading or do some researching or do some extra work. You just have to determine what's important for you, because all these little things that we waste our time with, they kind of take from the big picture. They take from what we're really pursuing, what would make us truly happy. We're sacrificing that by minor, small pleasures that affect our time schedule. And time is extremely valuable. You want to pay attention to what you're using your time with. And if anybody knows me in person, the people that do know me in person, they know that I have a very specific schedule, and sometimes I do exactly the same thing. I go to the gym at the same time. I wake up in the morning, I'm ready to go to the gym. It's the first thing I do every single day. I don't miss it. Sometimes, you don't feel like doing it, of course, and I could make up a million excuses why I don't feel like going to the gym, or I don't want to go to the gym, or I shouldn't go to the gym, or whatever the case might be. But I know that going to the gym is productive and it's what I should be doing. So more people need to think about what they should be doing and do that, rather than ignoring it and just doing what you want to do, because you're not going to be able to succeed in chasing any of your dreams if you're just winging it. If you're just taking it and going with the flow day by day and handling whatever comes to you, just basically being part of the world instead of taking on the world, is how I describe it. If you want to go with the flow, then you're going to be affected by the world. You're like, other people are going to have control over your moods. They're going to have more control over your happiness. And it's not your decision if you get to be happy or not. What I like to do is I like to decide to be happy. So I'll wake up every day and I will think of the things that I'm actually grateful for. I do that every morning. I do my positive affirmations. So I tell myself positive things. You don't want to get into your head and think about all the negative things that you could, because obviously they're going to tell you things that aren't true. They're going to tell you that you're not good enough, or you're not going to be able to do this goal, or how could you possibly accomplish this, or this is going to be extremely difficult, or something like that. If you just take your goals, you can do smaller goals, you can do medium goals, you can do large goals, or you could just do regular medium goals, and those are the ones that you step on one after another. But if you look at each goal and you prioritize them and decide, well, I'm going to do this goal first, then that's, if it's in alignment with your values and the goals are in a pattern to get you to your dream, then you can basically grow every day and get closer to dream every single day. So that's what we want to be thinking about. But we also want to be thinking about every day is remembering to ask ourselves questions like, why do we want this goal? Or why do we want to pursue this one thing? Because if you're pursuing something that isn't going to make you happy, then really, what's the point? I mean, the point of success in general, or to even be considered successful, involves you reaching your happiness or your maximum happiness. So if you're not pursuing happiness and you're just pursuing money, then, you know, money in itself is not success. Money is like a bonus. Like, for example, I like running my businesses, and my businesses involve helping animals, and the life coaching involves helping people. And with both of those businesses, I get to do what I love to do. Now, the money comes as an additional bonus to that. So the important thing is that on a regular daily basis, I'm working hard at something that I enjoy. And if you're pursuing your passion, it's a lot easier to work harder at your dreams, because it's something that you really enjoy doing. It's something that you're pursuing. So I feel like so many people going with the flow are not asking themselves these questions. Like, if you generalize and you say, well, my dream or my goal is to get more money. Well, I mean, okay, well, here's $5. Now get out of here. You know, like, I just gave you more money. There you go. Because that's all you're asking for, right? You know, you're not asking for $1 million. Now, if you pursue a goal like, oh, I want to make $1 million. Okay, so great. Now you know what your goal is, right? So that's your goal, that's your dream. Now you can break that into different parts. You can break your goal down and decide, oh, well, now I can figure out all the little things it's going to take to get there. Because obviously that's a very large goal, and it's going to take many, many little steps. Now, it's going to be overwhelming if you look only at the main goal, and, you know, that's $1 million. So it's like, well, if you're going for $1 million and you have, oh, I don't know, you have like $200 in your bank account, you know, and you don't have a high income, you know, then obviously this is, you know, going to come across as an overwhelming goal to you. But if you look at each little step, it doesn't seem that bad. I mean, if you decide that there's this high-paying job that I want to go for, and it could possibly get me toward $1 million, then you can look at the small step and figure out what degree you need, and you can figure out who you might need to meet, who you need to network with, what information you need. I mean, all the information's at our fingertips. So you go online, you go in the library, you learn these things. You know, how are you going to get there? Why do you want to get there, and how are you going to get there? Because really, if your goal is to only get $1 million, then where does that take you? Where does that take you for happiness? Because, I mean, without separate accomplishments tied into that, or you're getting the $1 million to, you know, donate it or be able to help people with it, or some major goal attached to what the money actually means, there's no meaning there to just putting in your bank account or something like that, then you're not going to be happy. People that win the lottery or something like that, they don't gain happiness. You know, there's not happiness by winning the lottery. They get the money, they get security, they go out, they have fun, but they're not full on happy forever because they have $1 million now. That's not the way that it works. I don't actually value my possessions in that way. If you've met me in person, you know that I enjoy little luxuries and things like that. Like I have nice vehicles, nice clothes, things like that. But I don't put any value to them. Like if they're gone tomorrow, that doesn't matter. Like what's most important to me in my life is being able to help people and gaining knowledge, education, succeeding in goals. That is something that makes me feel good. And if you're going out and you're accomplishing stuff and you're growing every single day and you're putting in the work, becoming a better person, things like that, those are the things that really make you feel good as a person, at least me. Those things make me feel good as a person. They make me feel like I'm progressing in this world. I'm better than I am yesterday. And especially when I actually consider it an opportunity when I get to inspire or help someone. That's something that's also something that money can't buy. That's one of the greatest things in the world, to be able to help people or animals or your planet, things like that. That actually falls in line with my values as a person. And when you're in line with your values as a person, that's creates some of the greatest gifts that you could ever get. I consider one of the greatest gifts in the world, and I have posted this before, to be friendship. Like, I mean, nothing you could give me or money or anything like that could replace my friends in this world. So I mean, I really value that. So that's how we need to think, and we prioritize on our actual goals instead of getting obsessed with these time wasters and wasting our time with things that aren't important. They don't give us anything tomorrow. They give us temporary joys, going out with friends and drinking and binge watching Netflix and things like that. You don't get anything from that. You don't really learn anything from that. You don't become anything from that. You don't get to help anybody from that. Then if those things don't fall in line with that, then they're not really valuable to me. And like I said about my possessions and things like that, like if I lose everything tomorrow, my possessions wise, that's just fine with me. I mean, I'll just rebuild, I'll just regrow, I'll just make more money, I'll work harder, I'll get more clients, and I'll learn in the process, and I'll become even better. And I'm sure afterwards I'll end up having even more, because that's just happened to me before. I've failed, I've been poor, I've been through hard times and everything like that. So, and I've overcome them, and they only made me stronger. So, and that's why they say that. They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger and things of that nature. It's because that technically is true. If you can learn from those experiences, you can learn from your failures, you can learn from your mistakes and things like that, then you grow as a person every single time. And if you learn from your environment and people and books and everything like that, then it only makes you closer to getting your dream or becoming more successful. Like every book you read, every time you go to the gym, everything like that, you're only going to get closer and closer to what you consider success. Because I mean, success is an arbitrary term. It means different things for different people. So I mean, success for one person could just be like, being a good mother to their 3 kids and seeing that they take care of them. And then success to someone else could be running a big successful business. Other success could be becoming one of the best athletes out there, or being famous, being a famous actor, being a famous comedian, musician, whatever. That's where the success actually is. But most of those people that become that crazy successful, they did it through a passion. They did it through something that they really like to do. And if you find that, I mean, you can just work on that every day, and you can enjoy the journey and not have to feel like you're working all the time and things like that nature. So anyway, I hope this video was as good as the other one. I think I expressed a lot of the points. I'm not sure if I missed out on anything that was lost, but I think I got my main points across. And thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.